How we doing? Welcome to week 3. We're going to dive into what a self-forgiveness letter is. Okay. I found this activity to be super impactful for our health journeys and our mental health in general. And so let's jump right in. You know how most of us wish we had more energy, more sleep, and get more done? Well, what if I told you there's a tool that can help you get all three, guaranteed? You'd probably be skeptical, yet a little excited, and maybe eager to try it out. Well, it's not a magic pill, but rather a tool most of us resist: forgiveness. And self forgiveness is the most important type of forgiveness for moms, people in leadership roles, and really everyone, really. Um, so even with all the brokenness and pain I've experienced through my life, I have transformed my life, found healing, and even created positive change in my life by simply being more forgiving and practicing self-forgiveness. So as a nutrition coach, I've also witnessed many people all around the globe create a life they love just by being willing to set themselves free of the poisons we call shame, guilt, and resentment. So, today I want to share a liberating exercise that will help assist you in your journey to release unresolved hurts that are draining your energy so you can be more positive, more present, and more productive in all areas of your life. It's called a self forgiveness letter, and it simply consists of writing a heartfelt forgiveness letter to yourself. Okay. I once had a young mom as a client who was not only apprehensive to write a self forgiveness letter, but she actually flat out told me it was the silliest exercise she's ever heard of. Okay, so I couldn't judge. I also thought it would be a waste of time the first time I heard about it, so I knew where she was coming from. Okay, so after thanking her for her feedback, I was convinced she wasn't even going to give this thing a second thought. But I was wrong. She ended up writing a good amount. All right. So after writing her letter, she shared with me that for years she had felt so blocked, stuck, and unhappy. And now she was starting to finally free herself from the negative emotions that were stunting her personal growth. Okay. So when we start a journey of self forgiveness, we give ourselves the opportunity to reframe our stories and release our judgments. So here are some do's and don'ts of a self forgiveness letter. Okay. The secret to self forgiveness is to offer oneself the same compassion and support we would offer to someone we love unconditionally. Writing a forgiveness letter to yourself will feel more natural when you imagine you are talking to a dear friend you care deeply about, which is someone who is struggling with the same concerns or has treated themselves in the same ways. Another way to write a great self forgiveness letter is to write it from the perspective of a friend, real or imaginary, who is accepting, forgiving, and wise. This friend loves you dearly and has deep respect and admiration for you. All right. And lastly, how to write a self forgiveness letter. I want to share some of the guidelines that I share with my clients for you to follow. Okay. These 10 recommendations will facilitate breakthroughs and make the most of this self forgiveness experience. So, one, do create a peaceful environment where you can have uninterrupted time alone with your thoughts and tune into your intuition. Two, do meditate on a clear intention for writing your self forgiveness letter, whether it is to experience freedom, release the past, feel lighter, feel more peace, or anything that is in your heart. Three, do focus on issues that tend to make you feel bad about yourself, on perceived mistakes, inadequacies, or those things that hinder your happiness. Four, be specific. Five, do use pen and paper and write it longhand. Okay. That's on purpose, continuously and in an uncensored way. Six, write in the second person, aka you. Seven, don't use self-hatred, self-shaming, or self-condemnation language. Eight, do recall how you felt before, during, and after the event. Okay. Disappointed, hurt, guilty, angry, ashamed, as examples, and why you felt that way. 9, do write as many drafts of your letter as you wish, focusing on communicating your authentic thoughts, feelings, beliefs, opinions, emotions, and judgments in the most vulnerable way possible. And 10, do not make this letter about forgiving others. You can write a separate letter to each person you feel you must forgive. Okay. And important to note, while you do not need to share this with me, I'd love for you to do so for an extra layer of accountability. Please know this information will stay between us. Okay. Go ahead and give this one a try. Um, and I hope it's as liberating for you as it was for me. Okay. We'll chat soon.